Okay, here we go. Think I got it. Oh, worry about that later. So community. Post. 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 Oops. At here. Bam. Let the stream begin. Okay. Hello, Esperanza. Wait. Yes, that's from today. Wonderful, wonderful. You mean sign into chat? I'm already... Wow, this does not like me, apparently. Hello. Symphony! Welcome, welcome. I had a bit of a hiccup trying to get my stream started today, but you know, the old saying, rather late than never. What do you mean I'm already signed in? Oh, I have to open that in the web browser. That's silly. That's what I get for trying to make this easy on myself. Just ends up making things harder. Let's see. I need to bring this up on my phone real fast. I've had a bit of a hiccup. Since last night, I decided to update some of my hard drives, and getting that all set up in a day was way too, what's the word, ambitious? Okay, beautiful. Have that going on. Okay, chat is open. Okay, here, let me test something real quick. I want to make sure everything's coming through right. Oh, no, that's the other one. Huh, not hearing any of the Spotify music I have playing right now. Do I need to add an audio source? I know there's a thing for this. Why can't this be easy? Audio output source?
Let's get the link.
I don't want... Move audio capture. Add... Oh, I can hear myself and it's so weird. Input? Sure, let's try that. I don't want a device. I don't think either of those is going to work. Window capture? I am not having a good time trying to set this up. I'm sorry, guys. Desktop audio 2? No, I don't want a device. It is weird hearing my voice. Like properties. I don't feel like I've had this issue before. So like I said, guys, long story short, I'm hearing myself from something. Where is that? Oh, okay. Okay, yeah. That's weird. Okay, let me try enabling the music again, because I don't think I changed any of the settings. Can you hear my voice? Because I can hear my own voice. It's so weird. Oh my goodness. What's going on? Application audio ad source. And I want that source to be Spotify. Okay, let's try that one more time. Oh, cool. I hear it. Okay, cool. All right. Everything should be set up now. That's a little disappointing on a few levels. That sounds really loud to me. So what if I just lower my own settings real quick? Nope, not sound settings. There we go. So, I tried installing 2 mods for this, but they don't seem to be working. One was leaf culling, and that just makes the leaves look weird now. I'm not sure if that's leaf culling or the bushy leaves, or maybe the bushy leaves are overriding the culling, or vice versa. Ugh, I don't feel like fixing that right now. It's funny, because these leaves... No, I think these leaves are culled. Yeah, because you can see right through them. That just looks weird. I mean, it doesn't look necessarily bad, but it looks weird. Wait a second. Okay, I was like, is my shader working? But no, the sun is just at a weird position. Time set noon? There we go. That's what I like. Yeah, that's the best sunlight, especially because it just kind of drifts down into here. It's also funny that the singular beam of sunlight hits this rock. It is the holy rock. Although, now that I think about it, I kind of really want to make like a cave system, like with a beam of light coming down and hitting a sword or a secret entrance or something. That'd be pretty sick. You know, I actually wonder, I doubt it's this advanced, but what if you put color glass over the beam of light? Oh, shoot! That totally affects the color! There's no... That's so cool. We need a more obvious color real quick. Red? Oh, shoot, it does work. It's really subtle, but I love it. I love it so much. Oh my god. It quite loses its effect, really, and it doesn't quite make it red. Just kind of makes things dark. A little too dark, honestly, for my opinion. How does it interact with regular glass? I assume tinted glass just blocks it out entirely. Or, yeah, that looks almost entirely blocked out. It's dampened. Huh. So I think the literal texture of the block is affecting it, because I see the big edges. Anyway, oh shoot, you're right, it did get reset to default. I think that was my attempt with the bushy mod, because I think the bushy mod says it does that. You know what? Let me reset this real quick. I don't feel like dealing with that. All right, quick aim. Bam. All right. I tried to do something nice to load all this stuff up ahead of time, but it just did not work out for me, it seems. Oops. There you go. All right, come on, load up. Oh. It's been a bit of a stressful morning, and all of last night. Changing over hard drives should not be that difficult. Well, then again, I replaced my C drive effectively, which is where most of the problems came from. And you can't just transfer things from your C drive to a new drive, because that's what I was trying to do. I plugged in a new drive and was just going to copy and paste all of those over. And I'm sure there's a way to do that, but it's not as simple as cutting and pasting. Are these our blocks? Still look like default. That... Huh. Because I disabled both of those mods. These don't look like our leaf blocks? Yeah, these look like the default blocks. I don't know what's going on, because I just got rid of both of them. Huh. Huh. Is it a thing in the resource pack setting? No. Also, is that what I needed to make continuity work? I kind of want to check that out. Nope, that didn't make the glass go together, unless maybe I need to put it in its own folder. What are you doing, phone? I just set you so you wouldn't go to sleepy sleeps. Yeah, it might be the file names or something. Or maybe when I installed that mod it broke some things. I don't know. Oh, hey, maybe if we just do F3T. I doubt it's that simple, but it's not that simple. Alright, we'll work on it later. I feel like one of these streams I just kind of want to... Oh no. Oh no, so many things are broken now. I don't know why it does that occasionally. Because then it immediately fixes once you refresh again. One of these streams I just need to have an entire stream dedicated to getting all this stuff fixed. I know that wouldn't be particularly interesting to watch, but Sundays are pretty much the only free time I have left these days. And even then, sometimes not. My new job is 10 hours every day. And then... We don't do every Saturday, but we did this Saturday. And you don't know how much you miss a weekend until you have a day missing. It sucks so bad. Oh, which reminds me, so, Danger was nice enough to fix these for me. The iron trap doors, and I really like it, but my only issue now is, oops, not iron, that iron trap doors by themselves are automatically, facing, like, they're always, horizontal. So I would basically have to keep them powered in order to have this going. However, that looks sick. I kind of feel like the sides need to be a little bit thinner if they were going to be next to each other. Almost kind of like a glass pane, like mostly just the bars. This looks good too. I just wish we had like more things so we didn't have to sacrifice something in order to get both things. Anyway, I really like this texture. It looks great, but it's not going to work for these because I'll have to power them, and I don't know if I could power them and have the cool texture on the inside as well. Unless all of them are just filled with redstone. What's the other content? The other... what was it? Resource bags. Cull faces between glass panes? Yeah, I don't think I need that regardless. I think I know what that does, though. If you have like a bunch of glass all stacked together, it doesn't go through all the glass. It just kind of shows you the frontmost one, kind of like how like most solid blocks work. In fact, if you have a laggier computer, you can kind of see it. Like it will always be kind of. I guess one of the other things too is like when you see people put their head into the ground and you can kind of see into the world. It's because all those other blocks don't load. So I think that's what the culling does. It only shows you the outermost block. I think there's also just some interactions between maybe the shader and a few of the other mods. I also want to try to get the entity thing going soon. Ugh. So I'm mostly using MC, or multi-MC with Fabric. And I've mostly been using, what is the name of it? I'm on the wrong browser. Something called Modrinth, which has like, it's like a library of mods, almost like Curse. But I feel like I need to start looking elsewhere for some of the missing gaps. Anyway, what do I feel like doing now? I've already got a headache. Ugh. It's been a rough start to a day. Let's see. Just gotta find my focus, find my center. What am I feeling today? Not entirely Minecraft related, but I did want to show you guys a Baldur's Gate 3 build that I've been working on. But we might move on to that in a second. I don't want to start with that because this live stream is all about Minecraft. It's about whatever I want it to be, but that's what the title says, and I don't want to mislead you guys. I can talk about it a little bit while I build, but first I need to find a focus. Okay. I can build over there. I have no idea what I want to build, so we're going to avoid that for now. Could build the Wizard Tower more. Still feel like it needs some work. I also would kind of like if the tower wasn't directly straight, like it was kind of like branching out in weird different directions. But I don't know how I would be able to do that and make the exterior and interior look good. Hey, Perky. I don't think I've seen you before. Or at least it's been a while. Welcome, welcome. So let's see. Not really feeling the Wizard's Tower. Although maybe I could work on pieces up above and maybe that will help. Because right now, like while it's underground, it's kind of hard to visualize. I could build like a little watchtower right here. Well, that's going to require a lot of external decoration, and I'm not sure if I'm feeling that either. But I do want a tower here. Do some wool blocks so we know kind of what we're doing over here. Dun, 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 dun. Probably get rid of this top layer so we just have a little bit more to work with. I think that would be a good idea. So originally I was thinking of having like a minecart that comes here, so it's almost, I wouldn't say unbreachable, but like enemies can't easily reach. I've watched for a very long time though. I've never caught a stream. Oh, well, I'm glad you're finally able to catch a stream. Welcome, welcome. Physical Minecraft blocks. Yes, I do still have those. I think I actually know exactly where they are. I have my chest of the original, like, 1-inch cubes. And then I still have my... It's like a plastic... It's actually a plastic Lego case full of all the smaller... half-inch cubes? Yeah, they're half-inch cubes. I actually... I'm not sure if you've caught some of my newer things, but I think I showed them off. I can't actually remember. But I have been trying to 3D print my own block for a while now. But of course, I've been having problems with the 3D printer. I have an Ender 3 Pro, and it's not very good. Or at least not good for a novice, because it requires a lot of maintenance. Okay, that's a good footprint for a tower. And if I needed room for detail, I could always... Spush. I can't think of the right word, so spush it out a bit. Around the edge. That looks perfect. And then... I'm thinking it would actually be fairly neat to actually have the minecart, instead of kind of go down to the edge and walk up, I think it would be cool to just have like a track go all the way to the top. I don't know. I'll have to think about it a little bit more. But I do... New vocabulary unlocked. I don't even think that's a real word. I do think it would be really cool to basically have a minecart leading to this. If not directly, or not in... So, I'm wording bad today. I kind of want it connected to the minecart system. However, it could be connected over here, because I didn't want staircase coming up directly to it, because A, I don't think that staircase would look particularly good, but also because, like, you know, if there is monsters or an alert or anything, like monsters come and attack here, they would have an almost impossible time getting to the watchtower, which has the alarm and everything. So... Now, on the other hand, I could have it where there's like a cart system that comes from there, comes all the way up and like wraps around. So even if it was breached, they would have more than enough time to kind of get to it. But every kind of like infiltration show I've ever watched, I guess they would go for the tower first regardless. I think it would just be cooler if it came from like right here, and maybe there was like an outpost or a little mining station or something, even if it wasn't directly related to the Watchman Guild. The Watchpost Guild? Something like that. The Guard Guild. GG for short. Original Guardster. Okay, so yeah, have that come here, connect to that. That would be pretty cool. Towers are not my forte. If it wasn't obvious by the Wizard's Tower. I think I could make this look fairly good. Maybe similar to something the Illagers have. Come up fairly, maybe not all the way to the top, but enough that you can get a good view. So it doesn't have to be super tall. And then, what else? I kind of wanted to do something more over here with this, because this looks good, but it also feels fairly unfinished. Towers are not forts? Correct. You listen here. Words are hard, okay? I'm not sure if you've ever spoken a language before, but it's not easy. That's a great insult, honestly. Look, I'm not sure if you've spoken a language before. So I still wanted to do something here. I don't really feel like it fits. I don't think I could do anything that looks good there. Because this just kind of feels... kind of really by itself. I could maybe lay out some like pallets of ore and blocks of things. I was was gonna have like a crucible. But if I were to do that, it would have to be further away, because I don't know what to do with that. Ooh, I could essentially make this the front of a building, and inside the building is stuff. Like a storeroom. Or even just make it an open storeroom. That would be nice. I've never done it, I can start now. I think that would be nice. So obviously you couldn't like lock it up, or maybe it's a different type of door, or I could make doors that are open, but an angled door is not going to be easy to do. I think angled doors would look way better if we had like half slabs that could go on walls. I guess we have the wall block, but I'm thinking wood, or even metal. And even then, walls aren't half slabs. Because, like, for instance, let's just say, okay, we have a door going this way. I want to fill in the gap. That doesn't, I mean, that helps a little bit, but it's not a half slab. So, like, for instance, let me actually get slabs. What slab would look good? Let's get a wood oak slab. And then an oak block. So here's what I'm thinking, is if we had like, you know, sideways slabs, frame? There we go. We'll do glow frames just so we can see a little bit better. Ba ba ba, ba ba ba. And then ba ba ba. Oh. Okay, glow frames are a bad idea. Okay, item frames. Glow frames make them look weird. Okay, so bang, 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 bang. See, that doesn't look perfect, but it looks at least, you know, especially if we put some on the other side too. Oops. See, now that actually kind of looks like a door kind of going at a corner. Of course, it doesn't look perfect because these aren't orientated the right way. Honestly, I think sideways stairs would look better, I guess, in this regard. So we'll take that. Oops. Ah, can never do this right. There we go. Okay, that looks better. Honestly, I think the slabs look better overall, but this looks good. This is what we need. Sideways, stairs, and slabs. Straight up. Wood walls would be awesome, and at least a good stopgap, you know what I mean? We just need, I keep saying this all the time, and I don't want to do this rant today, but we just need a block of every type. Every material needs a door. Every material needs maybe a door's too much, but most materials need walls, slabs, stairs. What else is there? Fences and walls. I don't think you would need fence gates, but screw it, fence gates. Pressure plates, buttons. Like, just at the bare minimum. I would love doors and trapdoors, even if they looked ugly, because that's what texture packs are for. I would also love, like, not only iron bars, but, like, copper bars. Also, like, I want chains to be climbable, but also different forms of chains, like a rope, which I had to mod in myself. I feel like every block would also benefit from a carpet of sorts, like a thin layer just on top. Kind of like moss carpet. Why not? Why not? That's really all the game needs to have so much more content added. Now, granted, there's more things you could add that would just add more complicated stuff. Oh, also more plants? Like, why not just, like, literally copy and paste either wheat or beets, something like that, a crop. And it literally could just be a carbon copy with a different texture. And you can make it the same nutritional value as, like, a potato or a carrot. Doesn't matter. Just would look nice to have more in fields and maybe in, like, a refrigerator or storeroom. It would be a carbon copy with a different texture. It's not that hard. Yeah. Wooden walls would be awesome. But definitely, like, I imagine sideways slabs and stairs is a little bit more difficult. The problem is, I know, at least I know the excuse is that would increase the, what's the word? The learning curve for the game, and they really don't want to do that. But that just sounds like an excuse. Like, there's already a steep learning curve to Minecraft, at least in terms of decoration. I would say I'm a fairly decent builder, and I'm not even close to some of the best. Like, the best are doing insane tricks. Some are using, like, command blocks and stuff. Like, all of this is already possible in the game. It's just you have to jump through a bunch of hoops to do it. And technically cheat? I wouldn't say cheating, but, like, you have to not play the game, not play an advanced version of the game, kind of. Just like how you can port in players' heads that look like apples or cakes for decorations, like all kinds of decorations. You could do it. It's part of the game. The developers just make it hard to do for some reason. you were true. Okay, that's true. The game is already super complex. Like, even if you just look at Redstone, even without doing crazy things with Redstone, you could still do some. I remember back in the most basic days of Minecraft, people built a working computer with a display. I think that was even before, like, what is it, lamp blocks? Yeah, lamps. So they were using freaking redstone torches. It was crazy. Before we had half the amount of stuff we did it. Oh, jeez. I can go on and on about that. But I don't want to bore you guys too much. I sincerely, I almost believe, and I know it's not simple. I don't have any. I mean, I guess I could always look into modding. Not that I have the time or energy to do so, but I almost feel like I could make an expansion for Minecraft that just does so much while doing so little. Granted, I know there are probably tons of other mod packs like that. It would help if I could type. The problem with that is, like, this is a fairly popular game and everybody has tons of ideas, so it's hard to really have something original. Of course, you could always have your take on it because, like, you know, just like art. There's tons of artists out there, all with their own style, and they're all always going to be at least a little similar to each other. So, like, because originally I wanted to make a mod called, like, the blank block mod. I talked about this last week. It was basically a mod that literally just copied any block in the game, exactly what I was talking about doing. So you copy the block, and then you just add a different texture to it. And you could make slabs of it, you can make stairs of it, walls, whatever. Just make a copy. If you want to make it entirely like a new stone block, you're like, well, how do you get that into the game? It's like, easy. You just add your own recipe. Like, all right, you want to make your own, like, brick? Like, all right, you got to mix two stones together, or stone and a gravel, or whatever. Make your own recipe, and you basically spawn it in by using recipes. You don't have to make it spawn naturally. And of course, somebody already made a mod like that kind of lets you make your own stuff within a mod and then port that into your game. God, even with all this light, everything looks so dark. That's the one problem with the shader, is that it, well, it makes everything look nicer, it also makes everything darker, so you can't see anything. Grass slabs. Grass slabs would be so good. Even dirt slabs. Like right here. Like, I would love this path to continue being a path without having to put, like, a stair on it. But also not a stark, like, oh, look, I have to, like, jump to go up. Just give me stair or a slab of every block. Oh, well. Okay. Focus, just a little bit. Okay. I think my main options are trying to do something over here. I could struggle with the tower for a little bit, but I don't feel like I'm going to really get any progress on it. Or work on the Miners Guild, which I feel like I've been wanting to work on the Mining Guild for a while now. The only problem is it's kind of far in there. Now, granted, I could connect it somehow. What music is this? Oh, I swapped over to a different... I guess I forgot to put on loop. It's by the same, was it like Coffee Date? I think is the people that do these albums, but they also do a lot of chill versions of other ones. I don't know what that game was. I'd say Catsith. I think maybe Final Fantasy VII. Oh, my tracks? Oh. The music tracks. I thought you were talking about the rails I made. Oh, okay, you were talking about that. Okay, I thought I misunderstood you. That was really funny, though. Kind of broke me for a second. So yeah, I'm glad you like them. I always love to brag about these, because it's like such a simple addition to the game, and it adds so much. And the best part is, this is like base Minecraft. Like, I don't think you need anything besides a resource pack to add these in. I actually like these. I mean, I don't know if they've changed them since then, but I actually feel like we have done tracks better than... or Rails in this case, better than DokuCraft, which just kind of looks like a puffed out version of the regular, like their regular texture. These actually look like tracks in my opinion. I spent so many hours doing these things and redoing them. Oh, that's what I want to do. Game mode, spectator. It would help if I did that. Yeah, okay. Oh, hey, okay. So what I'm trying to do is see what connects where. Ooh, first of all, that's a... Oh, right, I did that. Okay. I was like, that's a cool lava lake. Let's see. So this could work if I dug it out a little bit. Basically, tracks kind of come down here. And then here. But I would still have to dig out a fair amount. Unless I just punched through here. And then, like, the tower was tall enough that it just came out of the earth and basically landed at a little platform. That could work. With minimal digging and... because I hate tunnel decoration. It's so tedious and boring, but it looks so terrible if you don't even try. Yeah. Yeah, honestly... tracks and trains are literally the worst transport system in Minecraft. It kind of almost always has been. The only time they were ever useful, like truly useful for transportation, is when they had like, oh hell, like super beta, like before the Nether was even introduced, when they had the minecart boosters, and basically what happened if you smushed two minecarts next to each other, it would like basically speed glitch them, and it would just send you flying infinitely forever. And then they added booster rails, which just don't do anything. They're a pain. They don't work great. It's just sad. Also, this is a really beautiful little area right here. Oh, it even has a tree right here? That's nice. Actually, if you filled all of this with grass, like just a base layer over the top of the thing, this would look great. Oh my god. This spot is beautiful. Like, I don't want to do an exact repeat of my old base, but like this spot right here would be perfect for a house. Oh my goodness. My god. This is beautiful. I just want to take a little screenshot. And then you have all this to work with. I honestly don't even know what I would do with this. Probably tracks that go down into the earth forever. What's that? You got a whole minecart system, or mining caves. I guess oh, that's what we're talking about for pig and a stick. Yeah, that's probably the most useless, but it was never really meant for transportation. It was really just meant for funsies, let's be honest. That was never the intent. I guess minecarts are good for like transporting mobs and stuff, but only barely. I guess you could still even use boats, which I guess are still better, especially if you put them on ice. Okay, so I think loop around here, go here, and just kind of keep going straight. Straight through here. It would even be cool to like punch out like a little window here. Oh no, that's too much stone. It looked thinner than I thought. So come through here. It could even dip down a bit. Like as soon as it exits the stone, dip down, and then basically have a hanging platform. That'd be nice. Although, you definitely wouldn't want it to be in front of anything they were watching out for, because that would be a massive blind spot. So maybe comes out, then like loops down and around to the backside right here. Because they're not really paying attention to anything over there. Barely anything over here, but that would be too steep, I feel. Also, I really miss like redstone elevators. So I was just thinking of like bubble columns. Nobody uses redstone elevators anymore. Ooh, this is really pretty too. What's going on here? The God rays to the water, just fantastic. Good lord. I have really bad thalassophobia sometimes. So just even being in like water is pretty creepy, especially if it's empty. You're like, what's gonna come out? I think you're right. I think minecarts need way more support in general. I would love like an engine, even if they just revamp the furnace ones, to just at least make them as good as boosters, at the very least as good as boosters. So that way, you wouldn't have to use boosters. You would just have to fill it up with coal. Yeah, exactly what I'm talking about. The furnace minecart is 100% useless. Except for decoration, maybe. Alright. So let's see, I can come through there to do that. I kind of wanted to come out somewhere else as well. To go to other places. But again, without digging out a bunch of stuff. I really don't want to dig out a bunch of stuff. So, at best, I would just have the minecart system kind of skirt the edges. Or just come out straight and go across kind of like the natural formed mines. We're just kind of like on a big wood platform held up by chains. That would be nice. Ah, fudge. Perky, have you seen my my mine cart models? Because on my models, they actually have like little like hitches that would connect together. They're just like little loops, but you know, you could... They look like they should be able to connect, at the very least. But unfortunately, with this current mod pack that I have set up, I do not have working custom entities. So let's see. Minecarts. So I did want more of a minecart system. Over here doesn't make a lot of sense because A, you would already have the minecart going into there. Over here would make a little bit more sense, especially because... Maybe even over here. I know there's pictures of it in my Discord. I don't think I can post them here without switching to a picture of it, but they look beautiful. Actually... No. I got rid of the mod that added them. So the problem is the mod added the custom entity, so I had my model of them, but it sunk it down into the block, so I don't know... Also, it spun it the wrong way, so I'm not sure if that's just a formatting issue on my part or something else. Okay, so let's see. I mean, I could add another minecart station around here. So it'd be kind of a pain in the butt that you would have to like come all the way over here, take a train down, and then walk to another station, and then take a train down. But it'd still honestly be better than most of the public transportation systems in America, so I don't think it's that bad. Plus this ledge right here would be perfect for that. Or even maybe have an elevator. Where else do I even need to go? I would like to have some kind of system coming down to the dwarves. So I guess they already have the elevator here. I guess you could ride the elevator down and then walk over here, because it's not that far. But if that's the case, I would like a path. Maybe with some, like, fences and lights. I want more over here. Like, this is the main feature, obviously. Which, by the way, if you haven't seen... Actually, have you seen, like, the recordings of my live stream? Because I am particularly proud of this. This is beautiful. Like, I'm not like, bragging, at least about myself. Like, I think this is objectively beautiful. And sure, I'm proud of it, but I'm not like, look what I did. It's more like, look at this, it's cool. Like, kind of like pointing at a sunrise, almost. I especially love what the shaders have done to the lava. I had to turn down the brightness immensely, but it looks good. The thing I hate, which I think I'm going to have to change with the texture, is when it flashes to that, it gets kind of whitish, and it looks terrible. Oh, good, good. I'm glad you like it. So, I want some buildings over here. The problem is, even though Minecraft has objectively gotten so much larger in terms of scale, it feels like you can't just build a small building. Like if I wanted like a greeting center, like where am I gonna put it? Like, right? Like, it's like already the space between here and there feels so small. If I put a building here, if any real size, it's just like look at this little storehouse. It is tiny. It is, what is it, 5 by 5. And it's tiny. You got 3 by 3 of space. So like, let's just say I put a building right here. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Right here. Like, A, that's like almost no travel time. And then B, that's a pretty big building, despite it only being 3 wide. So I feel like honestly the scale of everything in Minecraft should be even bigger. At least double what it currently is. Or maybe 1.5. Anyway. Ranting about Minecraft, things that will never be changed. Although maybe I should work on a mod pack. It could be like Stardew Valley Expanded is to Stardew. It's like the universal mod that everybody adds because it just objectively adds a lot without being too much. Okay, so now alternatively, I could kind of build. I wouldn't want to get rid of any of these pillars. Could maybe get rid of this one. Kind of don't want to, especially because I feel like it does, like these stalagmites do add things. Also, fun fact, the way I've been told, I may have mixed this up because I am a little dyslexic, but the way to differentiate between a stalactite and stalagmite is that stalagmite is like mightily on the ground, like it's like mighty mountains, like kind of rising up, big and strong, and tight, like it's tightly on the ceiling. That's how I memorized it anyway. Okay, so I could do a small building here, but again, very small. Still having something here would add to it immensely. I could put the book in there, kind of like a little like shrine, or like an info place, or even just like, again, another spot for materials. Ooh, a little like an armory. Yeah. And that's the biggest problem. Like, I don't mind terraforming, but when you have to like terraform everywhere, especially when it's not easy to do without tools or mods, it gets excessive. Yeah. You basically have to terraform so many things. It's crazy. So I'm thinking like a little armory, which is kind of like, it could be a shrine. Like maybe I could make a statue. I'd have to look up a statue design because I definitely can't throw one up out of the top of my head. Let's see, get some wool. So I know we're doing something here. So like a little, it could even be like partially enclosed. Like I'm thinking like a statue in the middle. See, like I can't even do this. Like a statue would have to be at least 2x2, 3x3 typically. And that would give me like that much space to work with, which isn't a lot. So I'd have to move this over. And already I've taken up a lot of space. I mean, maybe that's not so bad. So I'm thinking like the statue could be kind of against the wall. So we have something like, kind of like this. It doesn't have to be super fancy in this regard either. I do think that would look better with this, perhaps. Kind of want like a rounded top, but like maybe we could do like an arc without a solid block. Kind of like what I did over there. Which reminds me, that still doesn't look perfect, but whatever. Hey, Larry! Ugh, I'm sorry about the unemployment thing. Yeah, that's the problem with most jobs right now in America. It's just good ones are hard to find. Bad ones are impossible to get rid of. Okay, so I'm thinking if I really wanted to, I could do something like this around the base. That looks really good. Of course, I would have to, again, expand it, but even maybe it's kind of on the sides like that. Or just on here. And then I'm thinking armor stands. Or alternatively, I could do armor stands kind of like decorative around it. Of course, I feel weird, especially with those armor stands right there. So maybe get rid of a few of those? Maybe not armor stands, but... Or maybe just like... I don't want to overdo it with armor stands. Again, I could also make it kind of like a work area where it's like all the tools to refine things, like a grindstone and such. Like a little workshop, but again, not a lot of space to work with. Nice. Good luck. I hear Costco is a great place to work at. I don't recall what you do for work. Or at least did for work prior to that. However, I would also highly recommend getting into a trade. Specifically one that has a good union in your area. I know not every state is good for every trade or union, so do some research before you join, but highly recommend getting into a trade if that's something you can do. Now, if you're neurodivergent and or autistic, I do not recommend a trade. It fucking sucks. I'm able to tolerate it, but is not comfortable. Although, honestly, it's way better than a lot of the food service and other industry jobs I've had, so... like, for the most part, I'm left alone most of the days. It's just usually very loud and overstimulating, but you can kind of work around that with, like, earplugs and such. Yeah, honestly, like, my neurodivergent ass kind of loves my job. But I can also see how a lot of other people wouldn't. If you're neurotypical, though, great job. Go into it immediately. Ah, mechanic. Have a car or a license. Yeah, and the problem with this, with most trade jobs, you're awake before most people, before the city wakes up, which means you can't take a train. Getting even an Uber anywhere would be a massive hassle. Hey, Dave. Hey. Thank you. Wow. Very honored. Feeling a little old, but very honored. Thank you. I hope you're doing well as well. It's kind of funny. I wasn't feeling great today, so I almost didn't come in, or not come in, almost didn't stream today. But I was like, no, I do really want to do this. Because it's not just for me. I like doing this, not for you guys either, but with you guys. That makes more sense. Like, I like spending time with my community. A lot of you are my friends, rather directly or indirectly. Some of you I don't know very well, but that's just... I lost my words. This is how things are, like, you know, not everybody wants to talk or be super close. But I consider all of you my friends, at least in some way or another. Oof. Yeah. Well, I mean, if you get into a trade, you might be able to get a decent car, or like a electric bike, maybe. Also depends Because one of the best things I've recently... Because I was thinking, like, it would be... Like, on a bike or a motorcycle, it would be practically impossible to get tools to a job. However, now that I'm union, you pretty much only have to bring hand tools, which is kind of like a backpack's worth of tools, typically. And even then, most job sites have, like, a safe box you can essentially put your tools in at the end of the day. And... Yeah. And they provide, like, all of the power tools, which is insane to me. I've never, in, like, the almost 2 years I spent non-union, that was, like, they're like, oh, you don't have this tool? Ugh, get good kind of mentality. So definitely going to need a lexicon. Heck, maybe it could even be in the corner. Like, read about our history. I still don't know about that. I think just a statue on a pedestal right here would look good. Huh. Oh, that noise is... Oh, that kills my ears. No more anvils. Sorry. But yeah, all of my power tools are provided. Which is kind of also weird because it's like, I already have a bunch of power tools, and they're like, do not bring them. Because if you do, the company will start saying that they don't need to provide them because people already have them. It's like, okay. Like, oh, shoot. No. Could do some lava. I really don't know what to do. I could do some lava cauldrons as decor and lighting, perhaps. It just feels weird. I don't even know what kind of, like, I don't even really know what a dwarven shrine would look like in that regard. So the other problem with this is that sure, we can display items, but, like, they're just kind of flat and on a wall and in a frame. It doesn't really... Like, let's just say, for instance, we had a hammer. We'll just use an axe for this representation. Item frame. I don't even think you can... Oh, okay, you can. But, like, look at that. Like, it doesn't look good in any way. At all. In the slightest. Like... I mean, maybe if you had an invisible item frame, that might look a little bit better. And even then, like, if you want to hang it on a wall, and the item frame was invisible, it's just on a wall now. It's not, like, mounted to anything. I need something that will allow me to do invisible item frames. Oh no, I got rid of it. Close my ears. And I missed. I had to hear that twice. Ugh. Sharp noises are my kryptonite. You know what would be really nice? I've actually mentioned this for Fallout 76 before, but it would be nice to just be like, have an item and then be able to place it anywhere without a frame. Maybe you would have to, like, make a recipe where you put the item and a frame together, so it's like a framed item. And maybe it's like one of those things where you then put that back into the crafting table and you can get both of them out again, or you just lose that item forever. Whatever, it's fine. If they want to put that much effort in, I would be fine with just, like, it's once you turn it into a decoration, it's a decoration forever. And then you just place it anywhere. It's no longer an axe. You wouldn't have to worry about, oh, I accidentally stripped wood with this. You just set it down. It's basically just a stick now. Ah, cool. You can do that. But that would be so cool to do that, right? Like being able to place an item without a frame. Just lamenting. That would also be nice. You know, actually, that would be fairly simple to do, too. Like, code-wise, you basically just have an item frame that you're setting down, right? But instead of an item frame, it would just be a glass block. So basically, so essentially when you're putting it down, it just looks like that, effectively, before the item frame popped off. Well, I guess, honestly, with the item frame underneath it, it looked fine. Like this, that looks good. And then the item would be underneath it. So basically, all the item frame would do is add a fake glass of block of glass on top of it. I swear I can word sometimes. It's exceptionally difficult today, it seems. So like, oops. Like that. There you go. There's your display case. And now that's still kind of wonky because it's flat. It'd be a lot cooler if you could effectively do, like it would center a block. So it would kind of be more like this. That would look a little cooler, especially if it was like in the middle. Like basically still flat, but on its side and centered. That would be good, and that would be fairly easy to make, because all you would do is copy the item frame exactly as it is. You don't have to add collision, because it's an entity. Well, I guess you could add collision to entities anyway, but you don't have to worry about modifying it if you just want to do the lazy approach. You just add it, and then boop. Like, it's not complicated to code, I imagine. It's literally the same thing copied and altering the texture. The slate golem was supposed to be? Hold on, I gotta look this up. What is a deep slate golem? I see a lot of people building stuff. That actually looks cool. It's like covered in amethyst crystals. Not that you guys can see this. Maybe it was back when it was called, oh, hey, hold on. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything about deep sleep golems. Maybe it was back when it was called, Gloomstone? What the heck was it called? Grimstone? Something like that. Ugh. I think I need to take a break and go get a snack. You guys hold it right there. I'm gonna go grab something real quick. Alright, so... Unknown being? What's up with the triple dot? What did I miss? Tough Golem. Tough Golem. Interesting. Huh. That's interesting. I've also went on this rant before how Mojang could easily add all three of those. Like all three of the mob votes, but they just want to generate support. It's ugh. Okay. Real quick, because I'm waiting for my tea to heat up. I think I actually know exactly where my old Minecraft blocks are. Hold on. Under my pile of mess. Behold my mess. God, I made this forever ago. Look at my old Minecraft chest. Now that I have a little bit more woodworking experience, I do believe I could do a better job on this. But I am still immensely happy with how it came out. Like, it looks exactly like a Minecraft chest, in my opinion. I've seen a few other people do their takes, and I think the most important one is my latch. Now, some people that did their latches just kind of made it one solid piece, like it's kind of like a little block that kind of hangs over it. It's not an actual latch. And while that looks more true to it, this basically looks more like a real-life version of that. Yeah, I've kept it good this whole time. I still have like all my little bits and bobs. Like when I try to make all the clear pieces for like decorations and foliage, and then all my little, like these are my stairs, and little bed I made. And then this was from a toy set, but it's just a big plastic block of coal. Log. Oh no. And this is what they look like without the texture. They're just a little toy wooden block. So for the stairs, I had to actually like cut off a quarter of them. Ooh, crafting table. Now I can make some more. Oh no. I remember, I don't think I posted about this, but I remember I made Doc M like a huge one of sandstone because that was his favorite block at the time. Yeah. I actually want to make my own Minecraft like figure that was like fully posable and stuff. I even designed it so it could like move around and still like it would in game, but it would have to be 3D printed. Be right back. Let me grab my tea. Okay. Also, I got a new coffee mug. It looks like a little Halloween kitty cat, but also kind of looks like a cauldron, which kind of fits doubly so. So it's like a cauldron cat. My friends that have made most of my mugs gave these to me for my birthday. They do pottery, kind of like as a... It's not really a side business, it's more like a hobby. It's kind of both. They don't do it full time, but they enjoy doing it. So it's like, it's a hobby that also makes money. Ooh, that's hot. Right now I have Empire Kingdom, one of my favorite teas. I think my favorite tea is Guzheng. Ooh, I can't remember now. Either way, I get all my tea from Tea Source. You guys should look it up. They ship everywhere in America, I believe. Not sponsored, however, they are delicious, so I like to support them. Best place to get loose leaf tea. If any of you guys think you don't like tea, it's because all you really had is like Lipton and like cheap, crappy tea already put in tea bags, so it's kind of stale. And stale tea does taste disgusting. I thought I've hated tea for most of my life. The only time I enjoyed tea was like the brisk raspberry iced tea. That's because it was basically just sugar water. Anyway. So, I want to build a statue here. I think this is good positioning for it, too. It feels like a little awkwardly placed, but... The other problem right here is it's kind of, I wouldn't say impossible, but weird to fit a pathway through here. And it's not every spot needs a pathway. Ooh, I could put carpet down as like a temporary path to see kind of how it looks. Let's see. I know I've seen a decent amount of statues before. I'm looking some up right now. I love the little, the ones that look like Stonehenge, but for Minecraft villagers. Wow. I need to look through my favorites. I know I saved a bunch of these. Most of these are just terrible. I do like that. They have the ones that are like... That's too big. That one's on a throne. That one just kind of looks like a stone block. Ugh, I know I've seen better statues before. By the way, I'm definitely not attempting to build my own statue, if that's what you guys are wondering, because it's way outside of my abilities currently. These look really good and really detailed, but I think they're 3 wide. Huh. Well, I'll just have to work on this later because I cannot find any with a quick Google search that will suit my needs. The only one I could find was something like yes, even that looks weird. It basically had arms coming out, kind of like a zombie almost. And then it had like kind of like basically carpet going across it and hanging down. So it's almost like holding out like a tapestry of some sort. But I don't think that would look good right here. I think holding a weapon or a hammer of some sort would look good. But again, that's going to have to be something I experiment with. And I've seen other ones that use like fences? Or use walls. Let me see what I can come up with actually. I do kind of want to experiment with this. I thought about setting up together another SMP. But I don't have the time or resources to really dedicate that right now. I guess I could use an entirely different block for the body. I can't remember. Can't you, like, display shields? I don't think so. I actually have no idea what you're talking about. So basically it had something like... Oh. I guess I actually don't need it that far either. Something like this is kind of what it was. What could I put on top of it? I also don't want to do a spear. I want to do a hammer. So maybe... Ooh, that would look good. Or maybe that, actually. That looks pretty good, actually. So that makes it look more like an axe. Also, they have a Blackstone button, but they don't have a Deep Slate button. What? I was thinking poleaxe, but I definitely want a hammer to kind of represent the forge. You can't... Hold up. You can put buttons on top of fences, but you can't put buttons on top of walls? Wait a minute. I know that's possible. I swear I've done it before. I swear I've done it before. Fences with an S. Huh? Did they change that, or am I just being silly about this? Oh. I guess apparently it's not part of the base game. Excuse me. I don't think fence gates attach to walls. Oh, they do. Huh. No, that just makes it look like a solid block. Oh, it's fences they don't attach to. Huh. Having it thicker in the middle does look good. Alright, Alright, what else could I add? I think a trapdoor would work. Although... that looks good, but it doesn't really look like it's part of it. Can you put buttons on the side of... No. Of course not. I think that honestly looks fine the way it is. I'm just trying to add to it to make it look a little cooler. Also, a little bit shorter. So that looks more like something one-handed. This looks... well, actually, what we could just do is have it like that. That makes it seem really short, even though it's supposed to be in the other guy's hand, or in the hand of... I don't think you can attach fences. Huh. That's interesting. Definitely not going to do that 'cause it's too long. I think like a half version of that would be perfect. Nope, not going to fit there. Not going to fit there. It's my first statue, guys. Despite me saying I wasn't going to fiddle with this. I'm fiddling. So apparently it does work, but not vanilla. You basically have to like cheat it in, kind of like using the debug stick effectively. Huh. Actually, you know what? I'm curious. So I know you can put torches on top of fences, but what about walls? You can. Huh. Not sure if that adds anything in any real meaningful way. I mean, maybe some of the other stuff could add to it. Ooh, actually. Oh, hey, Esperanza, you sent a friend request. At least I think that was you. Weird timing for anyone else to do it. Okay, that actually looks kind of sick. Because not only does the lanterns kind of represent the fact that they were in the Nether for a while, but also kind of gives like almost a Grim Reaper effect to it. Of course, also kind of represents that Wasweapon has become something different. Kind of like swords into hoeplows, or whatever it's called. Basically, during a time of war, they make a bunch of weapons, and then during peace, they turn all of their swords into farm equipment. Also, hey, Screp, nice to see you again. Almost got caught up in my own little tangents. I think maybe it's gonna kind of lose the effect facing this way. Oop, pardon my burps. I guess I'll... Also, can do it on top. I don't think on top is going to add much to it at all. Huh. That's weird. The top of that is weird. Need to fix that. What am I serving today? Like I said, it's really weird. I'm on the app version and there's like a little emoji button that I can add things, and I can't get rid of the button, and it just blocks the second half of all the sentences. It's terrible. So I'm kind of just fuddling about, talking and trying to figure out what I actually want to do. But right now I finally kind of decided on working on kind of the forge area a little bit, because it's largely complete, but I feel like it's fairly empty and what's the word? It's a little too clean, you know what I mean? It needs more around it. Thank you, that does help. Just one will be fine. But yeah, if you guys want me to be able to read your sentences fairly easy, I guess I could always Alt Tab. But if you want me to read your sentences easy, just spam a period after your remark. I'll be able to read it on my phone. I really just need to get a second monitor. Not that I would use it for anything but this, but it would make it a lot easier. Okay, let's see. Lamau. We're also discussing all the things Minecraft should be doing better, but they don't. You know, typical Sunday for me, honestly. Okay, that looks terrible. That looks terrible. Oh my god. I guess I could always do this. It also looks terrible. How do people make statues? That's what I want to know. Oh, I guess I could do something like that. Still makes the head look a little too flat, but actually that doesn't look so bad. It still kind of looks almost a little alien. Slab. Slab on the haters, LOL. Could do that. Now the head feels too big. This feels Eldritch. This feels like Uncanny Valley vibes. Modern problems. What do I want the other arm to do? Is it just gonna be chilling there? Like, what are we doing? I feel like it has potential, but all I've got going for it right now is the weapon. Even then, I kind of feel like it should be out one more anyway. Ugh. Got a message on Reddit. What's that all about? Okay. Somebody just said alright to one of my posts, which is just, you know, that's a thing to say. Amputate the arm. God, I really feel like I need to look at Detail Craft statue. Let's see what Detail Craft has. Wow, that's something, all right. I like how they added a butthole to that camel fountain. That's great. Here's some like one buys, which use a bunch of different blocks, but that doesn't quite fit the theme, I feel. Oh my goodness. Maybe there just aren't any good statue designs. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe I'm just misremembering. But there is a 3x3 one, but it's kneeling. Not sure I really want a kneeling statue. There's a bunch that look like little mechs or sentinels, which, meh. This one doesn't look so bad. But even then, its other arm is just kind of like there. It looks a little awkward, in my opinion. Oh, great! This one brought me to Pinterest. That's exactly where I want to go. On Discord. Would you send me on Discord? I guess I have to accept the friend request. Play in Roblox. Yeah, you see, that's the one I looked up. Well, one of the ones I looked up, where it just kind of looks like a statue holding, like cloth draped over its arms. It looks good. That still just looks kind of weird. And also, what am I going to do with the other hand? I was thinking about maybe a shield or something. I guess I'll work on the statue, but I guess this is good enough for now. This totally looks like if I had a little brother and I asked him to make me something cool in Minecraft. Not that there's anything wrong with it at all. Like, this is still good, but it's not on par with my typical quality? My brand? I don't know. I don't really know if I have a brand. My brand! Also kind of sucks because it's so small I don't really have room for any kind of detail. It also looks kind of eldritch. What if I gave it just like a little hat? It's like a little hat. I guess it could be gilded in a way. Stone brick. Do that. Or just that. Yeah, that doesn't make it look any less eldritch. Yeah, this is terrible. I guess what I could do, maybe something like this. Oops. Does that add anything? No. Oh god, that looks worse. Well, hey guys, statues are hard. Who knew? Who knew? I guess I wouldn't say necessarily cheat, but use something else. Dropper and dispensers have the same front? Okay. No. Hey guys! And I don't think the other way looks any better. It basically just kind of looks like googly eyes. I feel like that's not going to be much better. And it's somehow slightly better than the back of a dropper. I don't know why. Still not good in the slightest. Okay, that's almost the same. Whew. Hope you guys are enjoying this because I think it's kind of funny. Just did that? No, that's not gonna work. Oh, I think that's what I've seen someone do before. They kind of use droppers, kind of like a shoulder plates. Oops. So it looks pretty good. The only problem is the walls attaching to the side. But then if you did something like, I don't know, oops. I mean, it's too tall now. I guess we could just make the legs taller. Nope. Nope, that looks weird. I don't like it at all. Like, it doesn't look bad, but it just doesn't look good. Ooh. What if we use stars? Yeah, let's use stars. Statues are hard. That's not gonna work. What if we just did this? Can't really tell the detail from the front so much. It just looks wrong. Oh my goodness. Oh, hey, wait. What if... No. No, I don't think that's gonna work for me. Hey, guys. Need more shapes and such. I do think like maybe a shield or something on the other side would be kind of cool, or even just it holding something. Like a hammer and then like a flower. Ooh, actually that's a good idea. Like it's like kind of reminds me of what is it? I've seen like religious things, specifically in like D&D, where it'll have like something in one hand and then like holding something in the other. Like it's like a weapon and then like holding like an orb or something. That could be a cool idea. Represents like all of its domains in a way. Needle legs? Ooh. I feel like that would make it a little creepier, honestly. I do feel like that's a good idea for something. Also, curious. Can't put those on. Nope. I was gonna say that would actually look good for a spear, but can't put them on there. That wouldn't work, no. Actually, that doesn't look bad even if it does attach to the body because, you know, it just kind of looks like they carved it out of stone. So I actually really like this torso so far. It's got like the shoulders, it's got like a broad chest. It just needs a head. The head needs work, but I do like this. Is that my cat or... Oh! Hi, is that you? Hello? Do you need something? Okay. Wow. My partner meowed at me, and at first I thought it was like a car beeping or my cat, because it sounded a little bit like either.
It was a chair.
It was a what?
Chair.
Oh, it was a chair!
Yeah.
Oh, a chair squeaking on the floor. It sounded like you meowed at me. Honk. Honk. Alright, a big book in the other. That's interesting. I'm not sure how I would represent the book. But I do like that idea. I mean, maybe I could put, like, one of these. Oh, what if it was like this? It would definitely have to be like that. It just doesn't look like it's a part of its body at all, though. Ooh, actually I have a great idea. Hold up. Now, if this actually attached to a wall, that'd be great, but I'm sure it's not going to. Nope. What if... Kinda. It makes it even look more mystical. But it doesn't quite look like he's holding it, or it's even a part of him. That does look really nice. It just could look better. That definitely doesn't do it. Another wall type that's close to the stone to blend in to the body. It stares at the feet. Ooh, or maybe... So maybe in one hand is like a weapon and the other one is... a light to kind of like guide those. Kind of like wise. Oh. Maybe even like a little shepherd's hook with the lantern hanging from it like such. That doesn't look bad. I'd have to change the wood of this. It almost looks like, I can't think of the word. Like, it's not quite a shepherd's hook, but they use it to, like, it kind of comes up and then hooks around, and then they hang a lantern from that hook. That's what I'm thinking. So I think a lantern is a good idea. I think it could be better. Also, kind of want to do something else with the fence. On maybe either of them. Because maybe this is like a very sacred thing. So it would make sense that it's from the nether. So like blue. And then maybe red? Feels kind of weird having a blue-red vibe. Also would help if I stop doing that. Okay, the red really pops. I like that. I feel like I feel like it feels too much like hot and cold. I feel like that looks good. Or I could just put like a regular fence for that. Maybe jungle, like just a bit darker. Or I could even use netherrack. Okay, that also looks really good. It kind of blends in a little bit. I think I really like that. But again, like from a distance, you can't quite make out. So up close, it looks really good. That still blends in a bit too much, but I feel like it pops out enough that it's not an issue. Alternatively, I could do a different material on the ends. Or I could even use a different material in the middle, and then use the blackstone on the edges. Ooh, dorite would look good. Also, why don't we have a quartz wall? Like, come on, guys. I don't want to do deep slate. I want to do contrasting colors. Or at least complementary. Okay, so that looks good. I mean, not great, but good. I think too much red. I don't suppose that's gonna look good. No, not at all. I think it doesn't fit the vibe either. Okay, really don't like those on the edges. So maybe that on front. Also, honestly, looks pretty good just the way that is. Not quite. Not quite. Yeah, it definitely needs a middle block. You can't have the same. What if we reverse it though? No, the texture's bad. I don't think there is a better solution. What did I like originally? I can't remember what I liked. What did I try before this? It's the nether brick on the edges with the black one in the middle. Was it the dark one? Oh. Gotta make this hard on me. That looks good. I can't remember. I guess I can look back at the stream and figure it out. Is this the right one? No, that's the old one. What did I like a second ago? Was it... have no idea. I sincerely don't remember, guys. Alright, what do you guys like? God, so many bats are dying in this lava pool. Kind of love it. Not a huge fan of the bats, because they're loud and obnoxious, and they don't do anything. We tried a dark oak fence as well. I feel like probably spruce. So we want dark, but not too dark. Spruce. I don't want to do stone brick as well. Can't remember what I even remotely liked. Endstone? I don't think that would make sense thematically for what I have planned. Try redstone one more time. No. Maybe if they had like polished wall versions of these, perhaps. But like the raw material. Okay, that actually looks kind of sick in a different way. But maybe like as a middle block. So I really like the decoration on this. That actually looks really sick, I'm not gonna lie. I do not think that would translate very well to any other texture pack. That looks fairly sick. Just because like it looks runic and etched. I almost said edged. Alright, what if we put... So what was I gonna do? No, that just kind of looks like its own thing. Kind of really like this. Oops. Still just like a lot of stuff going on though. It needs something. Try. I don't think I want red on both of them. I think we're gonna do jungle or oak. So I want something a little bit brighter, but not like too bright. The problem is, yeah. The only problem is that it doesn't quite look like a hammer anymore, but that does look really good. Okay. Let's just say that's good for now, because we can always tweak the aesthetics of it later, but right now I'm trying to get the design to look good. So the shoulders look good like that. Not a huge fan of the legs, but it will do. What could I do about the legs? Obviously, like, if I did it anymore, like that's too short, too big. I mean, that doesn't look too bad, but it could look better. Problem is, we don't have a lot more to work with. We can't really do stairs. Slabs wouldn't quite work for what we're trying to do. Unless... instead of... like, trying to connect it upside down stairs like this, which wouldn't look good, what if we did something more like this? No. No, not at all. Why would I even... Maybe he just got a tiny waist? I can't. What just fell? My phone. I can't. He got like them Barbie hips. All waist. Okay, I guess we could make this taller, but like what if we did something like that? Ah, it's just way too tall. Kind of gives it like a skeleton waist. That's no good. Stairs. Tried pretty much every configuration at this point. Darn near. Nope. That doesn't look good like this. Not from any angle. God, no. Well, I guess it will just have to be one of the limitations we deal with. Now for the head. That's a full block. I guess that helps. That does help a little bit. It does feel a little short, like with the half slabs. Wish I could bring up the head one more. But it doesn't look bad. I just wish I could decorate the chest a bit better. I don't know. Maybe somehow I could do like iron door to kind of make it look like it has armor. Not that I could feasibly get this to work unless I put redstone BS behind the statue, which I guess would work. Okay, let's just put some redstone BS behind and see how it looks. Redstone, I guess repeater would work. I think it would have to be one higher in order to do that the way I want it to. I thought when you pushed it in, it pushed it into a block, it radiated. Well, I guess it would radiate down, but not quite the way I want it to. Okay, you know what? How about we just... This might actually make the armor look fancier anyway. So... That does look better, but it doesn't quite look like armor. Maybe because it's just too short. What if we just did this? Now that just looks too long. Ugh, conundrums. On the side though, that does look kind of cool. That does look better than just a plain chest, like, because this is supposed to be ornate. Like, it's not just like a statue, it's like almost like a shrine. So it needs to be important. The other hand, what if we did... Oh, hey. Actually, first of all... Hey, guys. Hey, guys. Oh. So it basically looks like it has no neck at all. It's just kind of like the eyes are peeking out like over it, like its chest pieces is kind of like this, and then it's got a little hat on. I'm taking a screenshot. That's beautiful. Hauberks hang kind of low, right? I don't know what a hauberk. I don't even know if I'm saying that right. I'm gonna have to Google this. Hauberk. Oh, it's basically like a chain shirt. Kinda, yeah. It looks more like chain than like actual like plate. The freaking eyes right there. That's priceless. Only thing I could do right there, if I kept that, I'd have to raise it up like this and then have that there, which just looks weird. It's still just... That looks horrifying. I'll straight up be honest. That's horrifying. Oh boy. Oh boy. Although, the race shoulder pads do look good. Still looks really funny to me. That doesn't do anything. That doesn't do anything. That just looks weird. Does kind of look good though. Somehow. If you put something behind it. I don't know what that's supposed to be, but it kind of looks nice, at the very least. I think those look hilarious, but they also look kind of good in a way. Like it just kind of looks a little bit better than just like a flat stone face. I mean, I guess that looks fine as it is. Hey Don, how you doing? Nice to see you. Although, again, maybe a little bit more ornate design somehow, somewhere over the rainbow where all the wind blows. Unless you meant, like, the crown thing as that's what he needs. That would be perfect. Although, we really need gold slabs. Maybe gold pressure plate. He has the tiniest little crown. There you go. Can't even really see it from the side. Oh, wow. You must be, what time is it? 2:30. I think the latest time right now would be 4 in America. So you must be overseas. Well, I hope you're having a good day. Oh, hey, you could put pressure plates on top of... I think that's what I remember putting on top of fences. That looks terrible. Straight terrible. Just got like a little hat. And of course, this would not work in any other resource pack because I blew out my pressure plates to actually fit the size of a block. Which, by the way, I don't know if you guys... here, actually, let me show you... Did I not do the stone ones? Well, I know I didn't do these. I think maybe I just need to fix the icon of those. So, bop, bop. Okay, I did that one. Okay, so you can kind of see the difference. These are the ones I didn't do. These are the vanilla Minecraft ones. These are the pressure plates. And these are my pressure plates. You can see they're the same size, because you can kind of see the edges. Mine just kind of blew up over the edges. And the thing I like most about that is that, like, stone. So I don't think a lot of you... I haven't actually shown these on camera very much. So let's just say you're walking down a hallway. You're much more unlikely to notice this if it isn't obviously a switch. And now you can still notice it, like if you're paying attention at all, you're going to see this raise, but it also blends in a lot more than, say, that. Well, granted, that's the wrong material, but I'll show you in a second. But you're like, oh, cool, look at all this, and then you're like, click, and then trap activates. Let me get another example. So, like, see, that's way more noticeable because it's got like a lot more dimension than just the edges. Like, you can kind of see like the gap between it, and you still might not notice it, but it blends in a lot less. And the cool thing is too, you can actually have the entire path covered up with these. You can even trick them out a little bit, make it all look the same. The cool thing with this is too, you can kind of fake them out, because even though they hear the clicks of the other one, only like maybe one of them is the ones for the trap. So like if you knew where the trap is, you can kind of jump over it. Maybe. I think I still triggered it. Okay. Wow. Wow. Okay. Either way, blends in better. Almost like carpet, too. So if you don't mind the constant clicking, you could just have, like, basically a false floor of kind of like carpet, which I really like. What was the other thing? Oh, if you could also be kind of sneaky and have, like, this. Stairs. Oops. Pressure plate. So these are already going to have a little bit of an edge because you're kind of expecting an edge with stairs. You don't quite notice it, so if you come up immediately and then step on it, it's a lot less noticeable, or at least a lot less obvious. Or even if you just like, oh, you need to jump up to get here. Well, it's like, haha, trap. It just blends in a lot better, even if it's still noticeable. Oh, UK 1025, nice. The pressure plates? Yeah, I think so. What part of the UK do you live in, Don? Because, real talk, considering about moving over there. And I'm not quite sure where in the UK to go. I hear Germany is relaxing their immigration policies and actually encouraging people to come over, especially if you have, like, a trade, which I do. Scotland. Oh. Let's see, I have a friend that lived over there recently. Said it was beautiful, great place to live. I don't know the mechanics of like what life like is there, but I hear it's beautiful at the very least. Okay, you know what? This looks good. I feel like even without the fancy chest thing, it still looks good. Either way, this looks nice. The arms look good, the shoulders look good, the head looks okay at the very least. Should I do one more layer? That's a pretty big head, but it kind of gets the point across. I feel like that's much more manageable. Either way, statue looks good. Okay, now what material do I want to build the surrounding shrine out of? I guess I could have two pedestals in front of it, which kind of looks better thematically and also kind of covers the creepy legs. I do like the cauldrons next to it, kind of lighting it up. Now, if this was a perfect world, and we had lava-logged blocks, what I would probably have is basically a trough of lava, or just kind of be like this, and those edges would just be filled with lava, and that would look sick. But we don't have that because frickin' Mojang hates us. Oh, I hate that so much. I guess I could still do something with this if I'm willing to deal with that. How do you get a debug stick? Give... Oops. Debug stick. What do I do? Just click on this? How do I undo you? Is that... Huh? I obviously have no idea how to use this. I was told you could do things with a debug stick. Oh, hey, you could do that, at the very least. Not that it matters too much, because I feel like that's fine the way it blends in, like so. Oh, shoot. Can do that with, Huh, weird. So it's set to east. Oh, I see. So, what do I need to do to change it to a different direction? Alt? Huh. I've never used the debug stick before. Again, not that it's going to matter too much, because I plan on doing this all strictly vanilla eventually. Thanks, Wiki. Hitting blocks allows players to change state. Because a facing block is a command block. Using the block allows you to cycle through valid. The player can make the command block facing if they choose facing sneaking while hitting. So I have to be sneaking while hitting something? Ah, there we go. Waterlogged. Oh, that's so sick. You see, the tools... Ugh. The tools already exist in Minecraft to do this. To make sideways stairs and slabs. But instead of just cycling through this... You could also cycle through, like, the other direction. So instead of spinning it this way, you would be spinning it like this instead of like this. So the tools already exist. And then, like, maybe to make things even easier, so you didn't have to do that with every single block, when you right-clicked on a block, it brought that block up into your inventory and continued to set it in the same orientation. Or maybe when you attach it, or when you set it down, it automatically sets it to the orientation of adjacent blocks. And then if you wanted to change it, you would just click on it with the stick again, and then continue as normal. Ugh. Mojang, stop making me do your job for you. Can I just... Okay, south? Ah, okay, there we go. Figured it out. Oh, you could even make it do the tall version. That's interesting. Huh. I feel like you could do some crazy stuff with that. Ow, what did it do? Oh, that's even cooler. It's just hanging there. What else does it work on? Well, obviously... That's so cool. Huh. Okay, that's neat. Okay, so work on lava? Doesn't quite work on lava. Oh, does work on the other things though. That's so cool. Okay, now I'm curious. I'm sure this is not new to you guys at all, but I've never used the debug stick before because I've never wanted to like necessarily cheat, but you get the idea. I don't think it works on these. Item frame. I also want to check out item frames. Okay, that doesn't change the state. That, oops. Okay, that doesn't do anything to the item frame itself. All right, what if I take... do you not give me the armor piece? I guess just right-click you, put it back on. Yeah, I don't think the debug stick actually does anything to those. Huh. Huh, interesting. Okay, so enough fiddling around. I feel like I've already fiddled around a lot today. I didn't get like anything done today, but hopefully you guys at least had fun chatting. Who's posting on my Discord? Oh, hello. Ah, the weird S ... person that joined earlier. Who was that? Yeah, unknown being. I think that's the same person, or at least their name has a ... at the end. Okay, so so obviously, can I get this book back? Take book. Yeah, okay. Plop, plop. There we go. And then get rid of this. So now the forge looks more forge-like. Wouldn't be too disappointed if this was a little bit wider for lava. Okay, that actually does look significantly better. Kind of wonder if I just... I just didn't want it quite so uniform. Of course, it doesn't have to be. And then... oof. Okay, that looks much better already. Except for this spot right here. That helps a little bit. What if we just had another leak coming out of it? What if we just didn't have that too? That kind of looks a lot better, actually. I guess we could have two of those. Okay, now double it. Okay, that looks way better. I do kind of want to widen lava pool a little bit. However, I'm already running out of space. Although it would be kind of cool to have, like, precarious catwalks across. I guess we could have small bridges made out of the same marble stuff, but I kind of want that reserved only for the aqueducts. Or the magma ducts. The mighty ducks. Let's see. So yeah, we've already made some decent progress today. Granted, mostly just rambling, but we're working on a shrine now. I don't want to make it strictly out of stone because it's already made out of stone. So what about... What other building blocks do we have? Can't be anything too dark. Something particularly stone-like. Not stone. Excuse me. Polished dorite? Nope. I think the connected texture dorite actually looked good. Huh. That... Oh. Warp stem. I don't know what a hyphae is. I assume that has something to do with, like, mushrooms? That actually looks really cool. It doesn't quite look like wood. It looks more like a bleeding stone. I guess I could just have replaced all of the wool with this using the command. However, we're already halfway done. So, and if we discover we don't like this, then we have a backup plan. That looks pretty sick, honestly. It definitely sticks out in the darkness, and the fact that it's faintly glowing and pulsing. I think it is. Maybe I'm just going crazy. No. You can see it on the block in my hand. It's just very slow. And see, I kind of want something like this for the nether, where it just kind of has, like, veins of stuff. Maybe I could do that in the nether. I could just basically copy this block, change it for purple and white, effectively. I'm gonna try that. I might actually try that after the stream. You know what? The only problem is, it looks good, but A, it does actually kind of blend into the background a little bit because it's a dark block on dark blocks. Could do nether rack bricks. Nether bricks. Replace. Warped hepatitis. There we go. Looks better. It does blend in just a wee bit because it's darker. It's not necessarily a bad thing. Now we can do... Nether bricks. Replace red. Nether bricks. Hello? Oh, I did it backwards. Red. Wow. Red nether bricks, replace nether brick. It does look better. I almost wonder if the statue should be made out of nether brick. Although we would definitely have to replace the staff if we're going to do that, because it does blend in a bit. Maybe we'll go back to blue now that we don't have to worry about blending in. Excuse me. Thank you. Although I do worry that will also blend in. At least with the lantern. You know what? Let's just do the same material as the hammer. I don't think it will blend in such a way that it will necessarily matter. It's okay. So all this is walls, slabs, and bricks, and I'm pretty sure Netherrack does have that. I really don't want to do red on red though. Also, I did really like the red staff. Still, the shrine is good. I like this. I feel like it does a good job of blending the two things, because they were part of the overworld, which is why it's made out of surface stone, and surrounded by nether brick, which represents their time in the nether. Honestly, if I could find a smaller statue design, I think that would look a little bit better on side of the portals. So instead of these, I would basically just have a statue right here on the edge, right here on the edge. Too bad I couldn't have like some kind of mechanism that basically closed this off or opened it up. Well, I guess I could on the back. It's not like you really see the back. But basically, it would just gonna have this right here. You have pistons, push that. You could even like close this off a little bit. Oops. I forgot it was gonna hit the things though. Okay, Oop. I thought I had that thing selected where you could actually see into the lava. Maybe that's another mod I messed up. Huh. We should get actually rid of these front ones, regardless. I'm sure I could add something to the front that would look a little bit better, but I was also thinking about doing that. I think it adds a little bit to it, where it's just kind of flowing off. Yeah, just like that. That does look better. Okay, let's see. What's the button for that? R? Y? Oh, interesting. Ah, F. I can't just throw all of it. Okay. So this is not a bad spot. I feel like that looks good. It's fairly simple, but good. The only thing I could think of is I would like some kind of like, basically a base, kind of. It's not just built on top of the stone. Maybe we can actually use another brick for that. Something simple, just like so. That definitely looks a little bit better. Wonderful. First of all, I don't think that will work. So I was also thinking about maybe putting a sign right here on the front. That would actually work. Basically put a little thing that says in honor or memory of. You basically put it over the front because it also covers up that little book thing. And then kind of just really adds to it, honestly. I like that. I feel like I gotta do that on other builds now. There's a little gap at the bottom, but for the most part, it just kind of looks like a slanted surface. You know what? I also don't know why these don't double as a display thing, because that would look so good to just have an item kind of like slanted up a little bit. Because flat down you can't really see it, and flat on a wall just doesn't do much. But doing that would perfect. Ugh, Minecraft, come on. Okay, so that looks good. That actually looks really good. I'm super happy with that. Carpet. Something really obnoxious, so I know it's here and I need to get rid of it. I kind of want to do a path. At the very least, like coming this way. So I'm thinking we would get rid of this right here and maybe put these. I guess that's fine exactly as it is. No, ugh. What if instead? That makes me feel better. In which case, I think that also makes me feel better. Nope. There we go. Okay. Just close enough. Might have to get rid of this lantern. So head out this way. Carpet, carpet. Carpet, carpet. Now obviously we don't want a directly straight line. But we also don't want to just like veer off for no reason. But we can kind of do like we did with the other ones where it just kind of like goes around an obstacle. Because realistically, if there was like a rock right here, you would go around it. Looks a little wide. Maybe we can trim it back a little bit. I also don't like how it goes so much at an angle. Thinking maybe it would go straight and then just take like a turn and then go straight and take a turn. Something like that. I think it'd be really interesting to just kind of have like a fisherman spot somewhere around the edge. Of course, there's not really many places to do it besides like right here in the front of this path. Just like a little fishing area, like somebody's fishing. I'm not sure how I would do that. Although I do have an idea. I don't know how this is gonna work. Too tall. Huh. See if I can get any inspiration real quick. Fishing rod decoration. I'm not sure if there's a decent looking fishing rod just for the water. You have a point. Or just put it further back. So I'm trying to think how to make... Oh, that's super cute. Somebody made a like a fishing house, and they made like a little fish sign on top of it. That looks really good. Not what I'm looking for, though. I guess no one's been able to come up with a decent fishing pole that just kind of sits in the water. That, or I'm just typing the wrong thing in. Okay, let's see. I want something that slants. I don't know if we have something like that. So effectively what I was going to do is I was going to put like a chicken or something under the lava, but like in like a little pocket, and have the line coming up and attaching to that. Kind of make it look like a fishing pole. I mean, this also might prevent it from catching on fire. Should I make it higher? No, I already feel like that's too high. Oh, hey. I don't think this is going to look the way I want it to. Kinda. Interesting idea, regardless. I guess I could just keep it on the ground like this, so it doesn't look too weird. Okay, now here's what I'm gonna do. Chicken. Lead. I was so excited when they first added leads to the game because I thought it was lead. It's the same thing. Not quite what I want. Chicken, come this way. Chicken, I have seeds. A little bit closer, buddy. Oh, are you really stuck on there, aren't you? Come on, buddy. Can you go get it? Okay. Okay, what about now? Come here. come here. There you go. There. Just push you over. And there. There we go. I'm gonna really have to make this go far back, aren't I? Let's try... Hey, buddy. Okay, so get rid of the lead. Get your nice little seeds right here. Push you back in the corner a little bit more. Okay, that might be too much, but we'll find out in a second. Just by like a little too much. I just don't want it clipping in the ground that obviously. So we'll have you go back one, which I'm pretty sure the lead will just push you that way. That's better. Did I just overshoot by that much? Okay, that looks a lot better. So now... okay, about right here. Oh, that's where I put one of the fires. Oops. I guess I could always put it like... There we go. I'm gonna need lava anyway. So okay. Right here should be good. Chicken, lead, there. Wow, that's really thin. Kind of hoping for a little bit more there, but whatever. That just brings me to my conclusion that we're gonna have to go way further back. There you go, buddy. Helped him out. Okay, so another chicken. Another lead. Huh, guess I didn't like that. Huh? Okay, try that again. Is it just too far away? I guess that actually doesn't look terrible. What are you trying to do? Oh, so I still have you. Click. Click. That actually doesn't look half bad. I kind of like the little bit of a crook that looks a little bit better. Although, issue I'm seeing is that I do believe the chicken needs to go down one more. Oops. Click, click. Oops. There we go. Might not quite work how I want it to, but you can kind of still see that it's, you know, in the water. Or in the lava, I guess, in this case. Chicken is lost forever. On this week's episode of Tychon Commits Horrible War Crimes Against Animals. Is it technically a war crime if I'm not at war with them? Haha, I've got news for you. I am at war with them. Okay, I think that kind of shows what I'm going for. Although I did actually want some kind of like machinery coming over the lava pool. Maybe like a cauldron? I don't think that will look good. It's too thin. Chain's not going to look very good. I was thinking about maybe some kind of like rail system where it's kind of like a bucket system where it like go down, dip into the lava, move over, and then pour it somewhere it needs to be. That's not a bad idea, and you could have a couple of those doing different things. I do like that idea. Something like, I don't know, right here. Stop going on top. Oh, now it's just going on the bottom, that's fine. And now on the side. Got it going everywhere. Okay, I'm not sure what block I'm gonna use to attach to the chain, but obviously it needs to be, I don't know, iron or something. I think just mildly high up. Pushing a little bit into my end time, but I'm super invested into this now. Plus I started a little bit late. A few extra minutes won't kill me. Something... I'm just gonna do a rough draft for now to just kind of get the base idea going. I don't think that's gonna attach the way I want it to. It kind of looks like it. But mostly, I just want this coming all the way down. And then we're going to have one of these. We're just going to have you as such. And something like this. It's not touching, but we can fix that later. I'm not sure how much I want to commit to this in terms of resources, but in theory, though, the way the system would work is that it would have like a loop of chain. I mean, I guess that could just be represented by that, by like one chain effectively. Something like that looks good. And then I'm thinking another one that basically comes from the side and then over. And maybe that's how they get the lava into whatever this is going to be. Or maybe into these cauldrons. Like, because, you know, you can't just, like, scoop lava out with a shovel or something. Maybe they just take the cauldrons, dip them into the lava, bring them back over, and set them down. So maybe... it's about right here. Oof, it would need to be about right here, which I'm worried is gonna go across through this one. But I guess I could always raise this one if I had to. I was gonna say lower it. I guess lowering it could work if I just go under that way. This is the gist of the idea, and I like that. I like that a lot. It's also starting to make this place feel a little bit more defined. And then, of course, we need something right here. Maybe this... right here would probably be where, like, maybe where they... We still need a path over here, so... I'm kind of reluctant to put anything right here. But maybe this is where they, like, the crucible where they smelt everything, and then over here would be, like, the vault where they store everything. And then... I guess I could just fill this in naturally or box it off. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. I'm just gonna have like a little staircase coming up here. We'll just put birch for now, just so we kind of know it's supposed to be temporary. I guess right there would be where the door is, isn't it? Unless that's just like the outer frame and the actual door is right here. I'm thinking... Oh, it's so hard, because on one hand it just makes sense to have like a big door or a wall, and then just have like a smaller door that swings open. But then you can't really see that from the outside. I think what I'm gonna do is maybe have just two big doors kind of coming out this way. But how wide is this? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess if we were willing to make this path only 2 wide, that's 5 on each side, so that would mean 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The doors could just be like straight out this way instead of at a weird angle. Or I could just close it in more. Alright, either way, it's time to start wrapping this up. I'm just going to put this here to kind of remind me that I'm doing a door. I mean, logistically, it just kind of makes more sense to just have like one door swung open. And not just logistically, but also, I guess maybe one door open like this and the other one could fold back this way since there's more room. Oh well, we'll work on it. See if I can come up with some inspiration or something. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream now though, but I hope you guys liked the progress we've made, despite it being a little bit less than I would have liked. I feel like we still did a lot, had fun, and definitely made some improvements. Definitely added to this. It doesn't feel quite so lonely and unfinished. All right, you guys have a great weekend. I look forward to seeing you guys next Sunday. Which does remind me, I forget the exact date. I want to say like the 28th. Going to not be streaming for like a week. So I think I'm going to miss the 29th, but then I'll be back, should be back on the 5th. Hey, no, it's no problem. I'm just glad you're here watching and having fun. I love interacting with you guys, but I'm just glad you're here watching and being a part of this. So yeah, thank you for being here. You guys have a great day. Have a good one.